Hi, it's April from the Noble Garden. Today is May 26, 2023, and this is my fourth garden tour of this season. And in case you guys haven't watched before, I live in the Piedmont western area of North Carolina, foothill mountains kind of thing. But I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of my garden. A lot of things have changed, and I'm very excited to show you guys. So we are going to start off with my onions. These are the ones I put back in March, and these heads are getting quite big. I'm excited to see. I've never had a true, really good harvest with onions, so this is exciting. This is my garlic. It is doing good. It will be done in like maybe a month. I talk about succession growing because I'm a market gardener. So my first succession here is my kale, who is still hanging in with the warm temperatures. Cauliflowers, which are hanging in there as well. They do look pretty good under here. Some of them will be harvested today for the market. A lot of my broccoli is not doing well. It's flowering, going to seed. So I will probably taken up some of this so I can make room for some more summer crops. However, if you don't know this, broccoli leaves are edible. So we do chop them off and eat them in salads. And when you have like little small heads like this that pop up, we do harvest those as well. So this is the back end. As you see, lots of broccoli not doing so well. It's just got too hot for broccoli. This is my red cabbage, and it's starting to make heads now. That was actually firm. I wasn't expecting that when I touched it. But they've just been a little bit behind. We had some frost back in February, March that this whole row did not like. So some of it has made some really impressive comeback, and that's one of them. And it just stunted them, so they're slower than what I expected. And then on the other end is some green cabbage, which I can tell you right now, there's several heads coming out today for the market tomorrow. We've had really good outcome with the green cabbage. And then here is some more of the cauliflower on this end, which, look at it. It's doing great. That came out of its leaves that I bundled. All right. This section right here had a lot of romaine, and from where I didn't cut out the root, I just cut it off at the bottom. Some of it's growing back. I'm just letting it do its thing. I did replant squash in here. They just haven't popped up yet. These are another round of the onions from behind us. This is the second succession of cabbage, and it was damaged the worst from the cold snap, and it has very surprisingly came back and done pretty well. These are just now starting to get, there's several of them that's ready to go. This will be the first time harvesting from them. This is more broccoli. Second succession. It suffered from the cold as well. I just think it's going to get too hot, and it's just not going to do well. As you can see, there's some that's already gone to seed. So wasn't my year for broccoli. This is a group of carrots. We harvest one round of it, and then of course now we have this round. This is some cucumbers that I planted. They are actually doing pretty well compared to his friends next door, and I will show it and explain it. This is my second round of kale and some carrots and some Swiss chard. Some spinach, some more cauliflowers. Now this one is for sure coming out today. Look how pretty that is. If you're wondering about the purple, it's because the sun got a hold of it. It is still edible, and it is fine. You'll notice a lot of stuff is missing here. We've harvested heavily here. This section right here was a bunch of lettuces, and as you see, it is out, and it has been replaced with corn seeds. I haven't seen any of them pop up yet. Actually, I do see some. Look. This right here is corn. Of course, if you didn't know what corn looks like when it pops up, there's another one. You would almost think that that's another lettuce. But it's doing the same thing from where I didn't take the roots out. This was some seed tape I put down. All of the lettuces are coming out today. Some of it, as you can see, has bolted and gone to seed. I'm going to check this black seed at Simpson and see if it's any good. The carrots, I have to like look at it and see if I think they're ready. I might give them another week. This bed right here is kohlrabi. And I look at it all the time. And I haven't really noticed it doing its thing yet. Kohlrabi is a very interesting plant. It makes a ball at the bottom. And it grows up. But like I said, I haven't seen any of them do it yet for me to show you. Here we go. You see how that's like forming a little ball? That ball is going to get big like this. It tastes to me like cabbage and it's pretty cool. This bed contains a lot of radishes that are coming out today. And then this was my last succession of romaine that I'm hoping can hang in for next weekend. This right here is the round of romaine that's coming out today for the farmer's market tomorrow. I grow 3 different types. The freckled is very, very pretty. And then the regular green and then the red. Volunteer sunflowers, you're going to start seeing some. This is some more kohlrabi. We're getting into my last succession of broccoli, which some of them look better than other areas. So I'm probably going to go ahead and harvest some of this before it even gets a chance to bolt. There's just going to be really small heads, unfortunately. Some more cabbages. Another sunflower. It's getting tall. Cabbages. Now this is probably the 3rd time you've seen this. This is my catnip. We did trim it back a lot. And then this green cabbage is the one that we bought from the greenhouse. And I guess it just makes small heads because some of these heads are already pretty tough. I'm undecided on what I want to do with them. Guys, this is my overwintered onions. I put them back in October. They should be getting close to being done, and I do think they are. I've been out here messing with this one. This is a red onion, but look how big that thing is. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it and excited at the same time. This is the last row of spring crops. You're going to see more radishes and kales, and this whole part that we're walking up to right now is purple cauliflower and regular cauliflower.
He looks like Linda. Kind of looks like white and sliding down.
Looks like my little bit went and harvested a carrot out of her little bed. I might show you guys her little bed. So anyways, what I was talking about with the cauliflower, I'm hoping that the heat doesn't destroy it because I really wanted purple cauliflower. This whole back row here is snow peas. And the kids were harvesting it and told me they were done harvesting. I'm going to show you some stuff. Do y'all think the kids are done harvesting? Anyways, I don't think they are. I haven't seen any heads forming here, but the last groups, I didn't notice their heads until they were pretty impressive, so maybe this will shock me. And then here you're going to run into some Swiss chard. I have the rainbow Swiss chard and I have the spinach Swiss chard. So here is the back of the snow peas. This right here is slow bolt lettuce. I'm going to taste it today to see how it tastes because it's supposed to be able to handle these hot southern states. I wanted to harvest it for next week, but depending on how my black seed at Simpson tastes, I might have to do some of it this week. So this is my little bit's garden bed. She wanted one this year, and that's where her carrot came from. Let me see your carrot. Look at her carrot. That's probably one of the best carrots ever grown, and my little bit did it.
Oh my God.
But I just noticed and told her, all her little lettuce heads have gone to seed, and they're probably going to taste bitter. So I'm going to get her to pull them up today. But everything else is looking pretty good. I think it's funny that her carrots have done so good because she was begging me to grow carrots. And I'm like, listen, little girl, I want to make you successful. I don't want you crying and upset that things don't grow. Carrots are hard. Mama has trouble with them. I don't want you to grow them. And go figure, she grows the best carrot I've seen on my garden. If you guys have been following me, this is my YouTube bid, and it actually looks better than everybody else. It's doing really, really well. This is my only zucchini plant that has not been attacked by cucumber beetles, because we're going to go see them next. And I put a seed in, and I'm now finally seeing my squash pop up there. I will be harvesting a lot of this lettuce for the farmer's market. All right, guys, part 2 of the garden tour will be more of the summer session, the stuff that is slowly growing. It has not been in nowhere near as long as this stuff is, and the weather is off and on cold and hot, so it's having some trouble. So these are my potatoes. You see that they're flowering, which is good. You want potatoes to flower, and then when the flowers die, they say like a couple weeks after that is when the potatoes are ready to harvest. But the main thing with potatoes is I'm waiting for them to the plant to look dead. This right here is my okra, which I put in as little baby plants, and they are just now starting to grow. I've seen a lot of growth in them. And then this is some corn, and I'm seeing a lot of growth with them too. I think they're liking the warmer temperatures. It's funny because spring crops are hating the warmer temperatures. Summer crops right now have enjoyed it, and I have seen some growth on them. These are my cattle panel arches that I put up and made this beautiful walkway. On one side is supposed to be my watermelon, like a personal size watermelon. Everything on this aisle is growing super, super slow. I don't think that they like any of the cool weather. And then it's supposed to be Kajari melon, which you really can't see them either. There's one right there. They're super small, and I just covered everything yesterday, so it's really hard for y'all to see anything. Minnesota midget is in here, which you can't see as well. That's some cucumbers. You can see some cucumbers, but this aisle is going to take a little bit of time, and hopefully soon I can share it with you guys. These are my noodle beans. This is another aisle that's not going to look good to you guys. This is my squash, and I have Diamond earth on it and sticky pads near it because it has been eaten so bad by cucumber beetles. So that's kind of what you're looking at. It looks awful. Some of them are still trying to do something because you'll notice some flowers on some of them. I'm really hoping some can pull through. I did some succession growing. Hopefully something will help somewhere. Now let's look at something that's really pretty. This is my green beans. They're looking amazing. They're starting to climb the trellis. We should start seeing some flowers soon, but they look great. These are my peppers, who also look amazing. And my tomatoes, guys, they're starting to look pretty darn good and getting taller to the point where we tied them to the trellising system. And I actually have a few tomato babies. But as time goes on, I share a lot of tomato information because, as you can tell, with about 5 rows of tomatoes, I'll just show you like this. It's all tomatoes, guys. I end up with a lot of tomatoes. Just because I had to. A tomato baby. And then this is not impressive to show either. They're just starting off. These are my sweet potatoes. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. And I can't wait for the summer stuff to catch up and look more beautiful to show you guys. Everything is slowly growing. The temperatures are getting warmer. Things should improve. I hope you guys follow me next week to see the updates. Thank you guys for watching.